What's up guys, and welcome to my tutorials in Pragmatic Data Science. So in the previous tutorial I just went through the outline of the series, and in this tutorial I'm going to dive a little bit into a use case that we will be using in order to make it more pragmatic. So for this use case I did a little bit of research for a good data set that we could use, and I found this catalog from data.gov, which is a data or a website for different government data. In this case, it is a dataset of local weather archive, and you can check out this comma separated values, a CSV file of weather data. It says that the link is broken, but I don't know. I was able to download it anyway. And also, I would include this dataset. I think I will create a GitHub repository, so this dataset will be available to you also in the that GitHub repository. I'll put the link in the description. So it looks like this, and this is a comma separated file, and I see right here that it is actually semicolon separated, and I think that's because I opened it in Excel. I think it converts it to semicolon. I have to take a look at that, but yeah. So this is the data set that we're going to use, and the use case for this is a guy called Gunnar, which is what every Swedish guy is named as, and he's a poor Swedish immigrant, and he's in within the ice cream business. And since the weather in Sweden is really bad, it's really bad for business. You can't sell ice cream when it's crappy weather. So he moved to the promised land of North Carolina, and here he realized that this business, it fluctuates a lot, and the problem that he's having is how many people he should be able to help him out in the shop. Because if it's nice weather, everybody's buying ice cream there, and if it is raining or if it's really cold, then nobody's buying ice cream, and he can be there by himself. He doesn't need any help in the shop, right? So I did a little bit of research here, and I also found this really, like, if you actually are in the ice cream business, I found this like ice cream road trip that you can take in North Carolina here. I guess he's involved something in that, I guess. But yeah, that is his sidetrack a little bit. And then also I realized that the data set we're going to take a look at, it is, of course, it is in Fahrenheit, which is problematic for me personally because, Americans get on the bandwagon here and change to Celsius, so I don't really know what these numbers mean. But this is how the dataset looks like if you open it up in Excel, as I did here. So you can see that the date here is a little bit laggy because it's pretty big. But the date column here says when it was recorded. And this is in the format year, month, day, which is typically not the case with American data. So it took me a little bit of research there to figure out this was the case, but this is good. This is a good thing. So it's year, month, and then day. And the temperature here is temperature min, which is the minimum temperature in Fahrenheit, and the maximum temperature. And this precipitation, I don't know how it's pronounced. It's basically how much snow or rain in millimeters that fell. And here is the same thing, but with snow, snowfall, and snow depth. I don't know what the difference between these actually are. Average wind speed in meter per second, I'm guessing. And fastest 2-minute wind direction. I think that this is, if you think of 360 degrees, what bearing the wind was blowing in. And direction, and this is a speed, also I'm guessing meter per second here. And fastest 5-second wind direction. Speed. This is whether it was foggy or not, whether there was any fog. So you can see it's just yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. And then if there was heavy fog, if there was any mist, if it rained. So if you can see on the days that it rained, if you scroll a little bit to the left here, sorry it's lagging, but so you can see here that it is correlating with the precipitation column here. You can see on the days that it was rain, there's actually a value in here. And yeah, you can take a look at these. It's ice, glaze, drizzle, snow, and a little bit of other interesting stuff like thunder, for example. I bet that is really bad for business, and hail as well. Oops. So as you can see, there is a lot of stuff in here that we can use in order to determine whether this was a good day for selling ice cream or not. And we're gonna start real simple here by just fiddling around a little bit with the temperature, because that has a floating point value here, and I think that's a good place to start. So I didn't want to dive too deep into the technicality in this video, and in the next video we will take a little bit more look at how we'll actually do this data formatting and everything, and do a little bit of Python programming. So now you should be aware of what the use case is, what the data set is, and make sure you can download this data set and also take a look at it yourself, so you see that it makes sense to you and you understand what's in here and how we use it and such. So yeah, I hope you guys like this tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe and comment if there's any thing that is unclear, and I will see you in the next video. See ya, bye bye.